Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. Now, here's Maxey. When it comes to teams that like pushing the break, Richard, look no further than these two teams in front of us.
I'm expecting a fun one here tonight, Kevin. Definitely not for the faint of heart. These teams love to get out and run.
And it's Barnes on the follow.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Greg Popovich. He talked about the game plan for Joel Embiid. He told me Embiid might be the hardest matchup in the league. We just have to try to make things difficult on him and make him work for every point. We'll see if they're up to it, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David.
That's just not fair. 7-footers like Embiid with that size, they aren't supposed to shoot like that.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
Now, here's Maxey. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And moving George around the floor keeps the defense guessing.
Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
Here's Castle. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Got a piece of it. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Outside, Maxey. Back to Oubre. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Pass to Vassell. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pulls up on the elbow. That one a little long.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he liked back. Almost too wide open.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Maxey really just does everything for his team. A selfless young player.
Oubre outside. Back to Maxey. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Harrison Barnes picks one up. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
Nobody near Barnes. He goes up again. And Wembanyama with the layup. Wembanyama's got 6 points.
Yeah, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
Down low. Kicks it out to Maxey. Back to Embiid. They get a hand on it. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Castle. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for San Antonio?
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals playing disruptive basketball.
And they're making their own way with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
In the mid-range, Embiid is pretty confident. He goes right up and drains that jump shot with ease.
Out on his own on the break. And it's George finishing it off.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Great read that time from Fox, dropping a dime out of that two-man game.
Up top, Maxey. And Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the first. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Vassell. Scoreless thus far. 4 on the clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here.
I like when Vassell takes initiative on offense because it forces defenders to compromise at times.
It's his first trip to the line.
How about up over the 80% mark from the line last year? So he's happy and also consistent there with those numbers.
The 76ers trail by 3. And here's Embiid. He takes it in. And the dunk by Embiid.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was any. It's good!
Wow.
He did it!
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
Yeah, that's 1 in 100 type shot.
The basket's coming early on in the first quarter. It's San Antonio leading by 4. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle is so important. They've been sharp so far, and it's showing up on the scoreboard.
Here's Wembanyama.
Love to see Embiid swatting down shots, taking advantage of his size and frame.
Outside, George. Poke loose. Kicks it out to Maxey. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Maxey's got 6.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one. And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
And while Embiid was on record praising the importance of continuity, I don't know that, Richard, the 76ers front office felt the same way.
Oh, yeah. What you say out loud versus your actions can be very, very different in this game. When you have a chance to go big game hunting, you do. The goal was to bring in some help for Embiid and Maxey, and they accomplished it.
Nothing back there. George gives the dunk his all.
And Wembanyama outside. That one's rebounded by Embiid. The 76ers trail by 3. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Pass to Grimes. Oubre with it. 5 on the clock. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
Floats it up for Wembanyama. Embiid with the steal. Embiid is a load inside. You aren't going to get in his way.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
To the middle. Dunked by Embiid.
Now, I understand he's a large human, but the defense has to be better. You can't let Embiid get whatever he wants inside.
Wembanyama. Wembanyama on the follow. Wembanyama's got 6 points in the quarter.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well-timed. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And a big part of the defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your... Well, a lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. And I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
I know you and I agree. They do, David. Thank you very much.
Great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
1:49 left here in the second. Kicks it out to Johnson. And Johnson with the jam.
We're getting a chance to see Johnson's athleticism. This man can really get up and throw it down.
Here's McCain. There's the drive. Out to Edwards. Jacks up a three. Hits the three-point bomb. McCain's got himself on the board with three there.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Sochan with the ball. He has yet to score. Johnson in the corner. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. The shot by Champagnie, no good. There's 45 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's McCain. Pass to Yabusele. No good on the three. Spurs trail by three. On the wing, Johnson. Back to Sochan. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
And no need to just let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for San Antonio. Richard, last season marked the 5th consecutive year that the Spurs missed the playoffs.
And this drought came directly after their historic streak of 22 consecutive playoff appearances. But the silver lining in this stretch is that it allowed them to draft a generational talent in Wembanyama.
Pass to Edwards. Just 4 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Here's Yabusele. Now here's Edwards. Here's Yabusele. And the foul on Jeremy Sochan. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, oh man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Now Edwards. Still scoreless. Right wing. No one near Drummond as he lets it go. Out to Edwards. Pass to Yabusele. Snatched away. Sochan with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. And then Johnson with the dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And here is Drummond. Here's McCain. Clock at 6. Here he goes. And it's blocked. And they get it back. And that one's good. Drummond. San Antonio leading. Paul left side. Puts the move on. What a terrific move that was.
In the paint, Paul always stays nimble. That allows him to make adjustments that needed to beat the D.
Driving in to the wing right side. Tipped away. Here's Johnson. Down it. Good. And now it's a 5-point Spurs lead.
What physicality from Johnson down low, throwing his weight around and getting past the contact.
Now here's Butler. That one falls.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Here's Sohan. Good D by Drummond.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
San Antonio calls timeout. And Nick Nurse, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
So both teams changing it up here. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways, I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks. Wembanyama, right side. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Fox. Another shot. Shoots the three. That one's rebounded by Embiid. The 76ers leading. From deep, George sinks the three-pointer. George has got 9 points.
And what a smooth three-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
And the rejection by Embiid. It's Vassell on the wing. And a wide-open look for Wembanyama. San Antonio again missing. The 76ers leading 4 and finished off by Oubre.
And the leaping ability of Oubre Jr. When he gets inside, this guy is determined to finish.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. Pass to Embiid. Five to shoot. Embiid, the attack.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
Yeah, this is a pivotal moment in this game. Those extra possessions right now, they just mean a little bit more.
And we've reached the end of the third. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. The 76ers leading by 8. Here's Maxey. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on to De'Aaron Fox.
What I love most about Maxey is his aggressive attitude. When he's out there, he keeps his foot on the gas pedal. Now, he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Here's Fox. Rebound by the 76ers. Oubre on the wing. Inside. The big man Embiid converts inside.
The team just loves to see Embiid fired up on offense like this. They really rely on his scoring ability.
And now the fast break. George with the ball. Maxey on the wing. Pass to Embiid. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. San Antonio calls timeout. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
This timeout gives them a chance to strategize because whatever game plan they have, it's not working.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. Now, he tore into his guys. He said, your body language is awful right now. You don't even look like you want to play right now. Should I sub in for you? Where's the drive to win?
Thanks, David.
Nice looking jumper for Embiid. So fluid for a guy his size.
Here's Wembanyama. And it's Grimes with the rebound.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him off.
Embiid, no good.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Wembanyama, no good. The 76ers leading by 14. And a deep three from George. Rebounded by the Spurs. Barnes outside. San Antonio again missing. Here's Grimes. Ball's knocked loose. In transition, here come the Spurs. The kick out to Barnes. Here's Wembanyama. The putback. And Vassell with the second chance points.
Opportunistic points from Vassell, turning a miss into a make.
Outside, George. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Spurs trail by 12. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Pass to Grimes. And it's Vassell with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Back to Maxey. And Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That will be foul number 5 on him. Here's Grimes. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
Here's Grimes. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the Spurs. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
On defense, Philadelphia. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Hits it from three-point range.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Spurs trail by 12. The deep three from Wembanyama. Offensive rebound. Vassell outside. Rebound by Joel Embiid. And the 76ers with possession.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the 76ers.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Joel Embiid.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
San Antonio with the rebound. Vassell left side. Off the left rim and out. And here's George. It's good.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to